All right. I wasn't sure I was going to do a video. My only day off. We worked like basically 2 weeks straight. Fun. I'm just doing a steak stir fry. Quick. I got some thin sliced ribeye that I'm going to use. You can use whatever you want. I thought you guys need to know how to make stir fry or anything. Just figured I'd pop on a video. But I am going to show you how I do my corn riblets because those are a hit. I threw this shirt together, guys. I made it. I'm going to make better ones. This is just what I had on hand. Season your fucking food. And the back. We're not measuring, we're manifesting. So, I'm just gonna slice up my steak. And then I have water going because I'm gonna parboil some green beans because I like to parboil them and blanch them before I saute them up so they're a little bit softer in my stir fry. And I'm just gonna prepare everything and we're just gonna basically talk and hang out. But I'm gonna get this cut up and we'll be back. Okay, steak is all cut up. I'm gonna pop this into a bowl. Now we are going to season your fucking food. Super simple. A little bit of oil. You know, I like to use the oil for the marinade. Salt. Pepper. My favorite. Smoked paprika. You know, I put that shit in everything. I was not joking. Garlic. I really like the Brazilian steak from Kinder's. If you know me, we use a lot of Kinder stuff. Like, their seasonings are just fantastic. I have so many Kinder seasonings, so many Kinder sauces. It's ridiculous. So I'm gonna use a good amount of the Brazilian steak. Then I'm gonna mix this all up, let it sit while I chop up my veggies and stuff. So I'm gonna mix this up. Then we are gonna chop up some peppers and onion. And I'm not going to use my handy dandy chopper because I want to do slices instead of dices. So, fortunately, I will have to do a little bit of work, but it's fine. All right, this is looking well coated. We're going to let this sit to the side. I'm going to wash my hands and chop veggies. Now we're going to slice up our peppers and onion. I already got the green beans ready to go. Okay, our veggies are chopped. The onions took me out. I'm still recovering. Somebody tag Mama Cookie's ass and tell her I need her fucking goggles. I can't live like this, y'all. I've been cooking with onions so long. Like, I should be immune to these bitches. I'm going to recover. I got everything chopped up. Now I'm going to start getting the pan ready to saute everything up. And then I'm also going to cut up the corn. Wanted to show you guys how I cut the corn. So if I can do it. My husband cuts the corn for me because, you know, princess treatment. I'm just kidding. Basically, I cut it in half. And then we'll cut it in half again in quarters. So attempt to do this. I'm not even in the freaking middle. It doesn't help with you staring. Look, staring at me. No, this is not working. I'm not doing this. Okay.
All right, guys. I had to jump in and help her out here because she messed up this one, but I fixed it. I'm just going to continue on here with this one. So cut it in half like that. Cut it in half again. Cut it in half again. So with it whole, you're going to want to cut off each end, making it square on both sides. So that way it can kind of stand up itself like that. Line up your knife right in the middle there. And you're just going to rock it right down, straight down the middle, just like this here. As you go down. And then have you cut in half. So you have your half, and then you cut your half and half again. Making little quarters. That way when you cook them up, they look like beautiful riblets.
Guys, that was my husband making his debut, I guess, because, you know, Hot Mess Express. I was hiding the struggle bus hard. One little fact about me, and that not too many people know, the muscles in my hands are just not strong. I have very weak muscles in my actual hands. It's weird. Anyway, he stepped in, saved the day. Now our corn riblets are cut. Now we are going to prepare the butter and seasoning for them before the air fryer, and I'll show you guys that. Right, all the veggies are chopped up. Our steak is good and tasty and seasoned. We're going to head over to the stove and start frying this up. Our water is going for the rice. Doing some instant jasmine rice, and we're going to get this fried up. The air fryer is preheating for the corn riblets. The butter is melting. I'm going to show you exactly what I put in for the riblets. Okay, for the corn riblets, before and after we air fry them, we're going to dip them into some seasoned butter, basically, right? So I have about 2 sticks of butter melted. I'm going to add salt, because we're seasoning our fucking food, guys. Season your fucking food. I know you can't read it, but it's fine. Pepper. Smoked paprika. This is going into 2 sticks of butter, so be generous, because this is where your flavor is going to come in. Garlic powder. Hefty amount. A little bit of Italian. And then grated Parmesan cheese. Break that shit up. Hefty amount. We're not measuring, we're manifesting. If you need measurements, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure you can find a recipe somewhere. But fork, I'm gonna whisk this up. Get those chunks of Parmesan cheese out of there. As you can see, there we go. And guess what, guys? I'm gonna taste this butter. Needs more salt. This is why we taste and we season as we go. So I'm gonna dip them in this. A little bit more pepper. And then they're gonna go into the air fryer. I normally just coat them like this. And then I'm gonna pop them into the air fryer. And then when they come out, I'm gonna dip them again, coat them in, sprinkle some Parmesan cheese and smoked pep on them, and they'll be good to go. So let me get these into the air fryer. I'll see you in a minute. All right, Chaos Besties, we are warming up our pan. To this pan, we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of butter in there. Again, not measuring, manifesting. And then I will add my veggies. Rice is cooking. It'll be fluffed in a couple minutes. We have our first batch of riblets in the air fryer. So now it's time to get started on our stir fry. Cook down these veggies. We have ribeye. It's going to literally take no time at all to saute this up. Add the 2 tablespoons of butter. That's melting down. All right, so we're going to melt down the butter, get the veggies in. Okay, our butter is melted. Veggies going in. Guess what we're going to do? I've said it a million fucking times. We're going to season our fucking food. Same seasons. Keep it simple. Salt. Pepper. I'm going to use minced garlic, but I'm going to use a tad bit of garlic powder. A little bit of Italian seasoning in there. Just a dash of smoked paprika. I'm going to use a little bit of the steak seasoning that we're using for our stir fry that's on our steak on our veggies. Now that we seasoned our fucking food, we're going to cook this down till they start to become a little bit tender. Once they become a little bit tender, I'm going to throw in my blanched green beans and then the steak. All right, I'm going to cook these down and then I'll be back. All right, our veggies are nice and tender. Now I'm going to throw in my green beans that I cooked up earlier. I just parboiled them. We're going to mix these in. This is when I'm going to add my garlic. You don't want to add your minced garlic in the beginning with your butter because it's going to burn. We are manifesting, not measuring. So here we go. And then I'm just going to saute this up for another couple minutes, like minute or two, until that garlic gets really fragrant. And then we're going to throw in the steak. All right, our garlic is nice and fragrant, so these veggies are looking beautiful. I feel like I got to move you guys closer, so I'm going to do so. just so y'all can see how beautiful these veggies are. Gorgeous. Now we're going to throw in our steak and our seasonings. We're going to goes the steak. I'm going to pop this bitch in here. Seasonings as follows. A little bit more garlic powder. Salt. Salt your fucking food. A little bit more of the Kinder's Brazilian steak seasoning. Then to this, I'm going to add some Wash Your Sister sauce. However the fuck you pronounce it. I don't know. Don't care. Worcester sauce. I call it Wash Your Sister sauce. So Wash Your Sister. Y'all seen that? I know the fuck you did. Alrighty. A little bit of Wash Your Sister sauce in there. And then we're going to saute this bitch up. Wait till that steak is brown. And then I'm going to hit with a little bit of A1. Call it a fucking day. Okay, Chaos Besties. Our corn has been air fried at 375 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes. Keep an eye on it. Now we're going to dip it back into that butter and Parmesan sauce. And I'll show you what that looks like. All right. Now our riblets are nice and cooked and toasted in the air fryer. And then that butter sauce with the Parmesan and all that stuff, we are going to dump that right into the bowl. And you're just going to toss these bad boys up in this. That's it. And then when I plate them, I add a sprinkle more of Parmesan cheese, a dabble of Italian seasoning, and a little bit of salt. Look at these bad boys. Look at how beautiful they are. All right, our steak is perfectly cooked. We're going to add some more Wash Your Sister sauce. I've already turned off the heat. Some more salt. Some A1. And then we're just going to mix this up. And then we're going to serve it over our rice with our corn riblets and give it a taste test. There's my jasmine rice with my steak stir fry. I topped it with some A1 steak sauce. Got my corn riblet in there. Let's taste it. Steak. So good. So flavorful. These, look at it. They look like ribs. Those hit every time. Every fucking time. Let me know what I should try next. If you have not had corn riblets, you need to. ASAP. Because they're fucking fantastic. That's it. Till next time.